Oh yeah, shoot that. Alright, join in. Join Tutu. Alright, let me edit. I'm editing. Are you ready? Oh my god. Nah, I swear you missing the most easiest shots, I feel. My nose fatigue. $25.
And then last night when I told him, he said, what are you gonna do about a drain, get no things drained? I said, well, what you gonna send me to change for? He said, yeah, well, I don't have no problem. Or did you want to take her into the pediatrician? Either way, don't matter to me.
Y'all know, grappling the height.
And then he was like, let me tell you something. You don't keep fucking another nigga like we broke up forever. I'm like, what?
Bro, I fell restart. I fell all the way down. Like rock bottom. Yeah, I fell like rock bottom down. Not even that. It was about to hit max anyway. Dude, yeah, 75 shield. No. What? I don't need to.
I got my baby got all her stuff in bulk. That means I don't need to call no more. I'll take you to get it drained.
I swear to God, if I lose. Oh, no, I swear. No, you gotta box fight me. I'm not coming out this box. Alright, whatever. I need some fries and chicken. Inside a biscuit. That ain't enough for me. I got a number 3.
Oh, I am.
Ooh, 8. I'm 2 HP. I'm 2 HP. Man, you ain't at no 90 because I cracked your shield.
He asked me today, he even called me. He said, hey, did you look and see if you got your loss of wages, right? And I said,
restart again.
I didn't get mine yet. About this. Well, you know you owe me $1,000 for doing your unemployment, right?
I got us something to eat. Don't fight, player.
I just hung up the phone and I didn't even call back. He didn't set the money for Emory and I just didn't even call back. He just told me, like, we were together then. I owe you $1,000 for doing my unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing for free, like none. Like, I said, did you charge your mom? Because my mom gave me her whole unemployment. And
You was 1 HP. You like 2 HP.
like, you know, I keep saying, well, you know, like in due time, the life keep going down.
I didn't even.
Going down. I don't need to be in that.
Yeah, first to 3, and then we gonna play box fight.
Me, you know what I'm saying?
Restart. What you doing?
In due time, and I don't
What
wish
you
this
doing?
on him, but that's just the road he's going down. And
It's
then
first to 3.
Get, like, this is what bothers me.
And then we do box fight if he wins.
Like, I'm mad about us being like, I don't have to be with
I'm
you.
lagging
Like,
now.
I just don't want no girlfriend. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for help, not about no damn girl. Like, I don't have to be in a relationship with you. Like, yes, I did. Like, I wanted to be with you forever. I did, but I don't want that no more.
Grapple back up. You barely fell.
Yeah, because then he gonna say, like, I love you. I give you my money. Like, I love you. What? What I gotta do with love?
What?
Love, like, people say money
Oh my gosh,
it's the love of money. Like, cause you can like get money, but it's the love. Like you said, ain't nobody breaking my stride. Not my kids, not my mama, not you. Like, and y'all people I care about the most. Definitely tearing down though.
Bro, come on.
For 3 weeks he's here, with his family being home. But guess who got kidnapped? Trust
A tot.
Lord, Lisa kidnapped him. My mama did. Put the FBI, the federal, the CIA. No, you laugh. We kidnapped him back. You laughing, but no, it went. It's some for real big stuff going. CPS is involved and a whole bunch of stuff.
I swear,
Listen,
yes.
Got into it. Jalisa decides to call my daddy, tell my daddy some stuff about my mama, call my cousin Kim, get some stuff started that was never said with my mama. And
Did you?
Just
Alright.
a lot of BS she got started on her. My mama called Corey, told Corey about Jalisa not having a miscarriage. She had abortion with the twins because they wasn't his, so they were going to fix that. After Jalisa did what she did, she called and she called Trustin. Well, she wanted to take Trustin from my mama out of spite, so my mama went ahead and got her a lawyer to obtain legal counsel for family court, right? So I guess Alexis told Jalisa what was going on. So Jalisa kidnapped Trustin, had somebody call.
No,
like,
I know what happened.
one of what?
She told me that she got a phone call from.
She did not get no phone call from CPS. She was calling. She had one of her friends call and act like they was Reagan and Lil Ray's sister and they was outside. So he went out there. She was out there in the car, made him get in the car. He was trying to jump out the car. She punched him. She couldn't get him to her house, but she brought him to his dad's house and told his daddy not to say nothing. So my mama take his phone so he couldn't call. So we couldn't get in contact with him yet. So we couldn't get in contact with him all night. So my mama was crying and called the police, and she was just so frustrated about the situation. So then Trusty takes my phone early that morning. I guess he stole his phone back from his daddy while his daddy was asleep. So we went over there and my mama Ubered over there and grabbed him while his daddy was asleep. And so when his daddy woke up and he noticed Trustin was gone, he panicked. Called my mama begging and pleading with her and this and this. So my mama had the police come out because she used to beat him up and she left a little bruise on his arm. So my mama called the police. So now she got a battery charge on her for him. And she got 4 different warrants. And so all this, and so she calls the police and Rockwall tells them that my mama broke into Johnny's house and kidnapped Trustin.
So I laughed at that
They
one.
came to our house at what time?
Alright, did you? Like 11 o'clock in the morning at night.
11 o'clock at night. Looking for you. Yeah. They crazy.
Hello. Alright. Whoever wins wins.
Yeah, you got to stay because, like, they said my mama had him for 11 years.
And they asked me where I want to stay, and I said here, and they said okay.
My mom trusted. They asked him where he wanted to stay. He stayed here.
Let's start.
My mama still got to go to family court and get custody because she do not have custody of him.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah, she got one already. I don't know, but Brewster called the police first. Brewster called and reported him as a runaway.
For no reason. That made me mad.
Yes. That's what made my mama do all the that she did, because Brewster initiated with the police.
Alright, Gigi, now go back to Hub.
She called and reported him as a runaway from her house.
Now this is box fight. Now box fight. If you win, then we go to Zone Wars. And whoever won that wins. This is first to 5.
I think my Mexican sister, my Upper in here, my girlfriend.
I swear to God if they here. Y'all called Maya so many times. Are you in box fight? Alright, now switch names. I'm gonna switch. Join back. Alright, you in? Let's go. I'm better rushing television. I'm 35 ping. 2. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4. Hey, you pushed me. GG. First to 5. Yep. 200. Be a Russian killers that go crazy for the game. If I showed you all my charges, you don't look at me this time. Yeah. Alright. 3 more rounds. I won the Zone Wars. 5 in this. I mean, I won box. I won the 1v1. Me. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
Maya here? Oh! Maya!
What they lock at their doors?
Oh, you don't gotta bring me, I'm gonna try.
Babe,
Bring me there? I got to
he at home. Right? Yeah. Here. Trust that. I didn't talk about eating in this room. Here. What the heck is she doing up?
You headed to the dollar.
She looked like she was fine.
I seen good too.
Hello? Yeah. Come up on video chat real quick. Say happy peek out. Don't laugh at her here. I tried my best. Hey, look, Mama. Look at me. Say hi. Do hi. She's sick. She got teeth too. You want some teeth? She is.
Where you at?
Say hi, Mama. Say hi.
I got y'all there?
Huh?
Oh, what time y'all leave?
Dude. Emery.
No, I'm like saying, what time are y'all leaving?
Everybody hates.
What time y'all leaving so I can know?
Look how I tried to do it. Mom said, what did you do to this baby care?
No, I'm talking about leaving with y'all leaving from Urban Air. 5.
Emery. Hi.
I'm gonna just tell you mine. Alright.
Huh? Hi, Tigo. No, she don't want to talk. Oh, wait, look at her mama said. I had some braids. I took them down. Those lemonade braids been pulled off my side. Oh, that's your bed? I like your headboard. What, the boys laying down? Oh, the snitch is here. One of them. One of the snitches. Where they at? I had to put my glasses on to say that, huh? Hey, what's up? Yeah. Come on. I want to snitch and be able to, I want to snitch on my baby daddy, stay in the prison too, and be able to move through life freely. He said if I get him locked up, he was going to get me killed. Maya, you got some burritos and shoes? Maya. Hey, come on, Zoe. Go, Zoe. Hello. This house is a pet zoo, you know. Yes, they got four different sets of dogs here. Period. I ain't putting Emery down. I don't trust no pit bull, especially with no baby. Where you find this dollar at? Give me this dollar. Well, babe, I gotta make Emery some cereal, feed her, and take me a nap. Your girl was up last night on the phone. I'll be getting with you. I'll be talking with you. I would talk to you in the living room, but you know my mom would be tripping. Alright, I'm gonna text you on here. Bye.
Finna get tripping to the place.
Who'll take you?
My heel.
She about to dry you now.
Wait, what's my clothes?
Hello. Hey, Darius. I found out a new method for me and you. I found a new method for me and you, right? Okay, just help me understand this. Okay, you said when I just listen, don't be getting all frustrated, acting crazy and all that. Okay, you said when I come back, right, you're not gonna stay with me, right? Okay, because I was gonna say, because if you wasn't gonna stay there with me, then that means I can go lower in like just a regular little townhouse. But I know you told me to get up, just listen. You told me to get it. You said get us a place, because I ain't staying nowhere with it, like it ain't secure at. But that place is $1,500, and I also know that, like, you know, you're gonna be doing your thing, and then I don't want to have to be hounded. Like with that job, I can't afford to pay no $50. I can really afford to pay $900 for rent, just like real life speaking. So I didn't want to get over my head, and like I just want to get on my feet and not have to call you for when she like if that's not where we at, that's not where we at. But like more so, I don't want to have to come there, you know what I'm saying? Then like I don't have no family there, so I lean on you more than, you know, more than what I really should have. But and I don't want to, they cause problems down the line with me and you. Like I just want to be like neutral in the situation. So that's why I'm trying to see. Like, because when I asked, I said, hey, was you staying there? No, I need... Where you going? You going to the Falcons game today? Okay.
Oh, that's over.
Well, Maya, ready to take you?
About just a second.
Let me know, because I'm riding with y'all.
Where you gotta go?
I'm going to get Emery some milk. Maya! You bringing Zoe with you? Get down, Zoe. Get down.
Zoe, down.
Walk along. Okay. Do you mind if you Emery ride with you or what?
Come in. Yes.
No, the dog. Crazy move.
Yes, the ball. Huh? I can't hear you.
Daddy, Maya got her dog in. Come on. Man, what you say? Huh? I need to know what you can hear.
You ain't say all that. You said you wanted to ride.
I'm going. Maya, stop being a what's the caller? No, because I gotta go somewhere. I need to stop at Walmart. Yes.
it down.
King, move. Before you let the dogs out.
Mama. Mama. Guess what? When you said Burdell, I thought you was talking about his daddy. You mean little Burdell? Yeah. I know what you say, little Burdell. I don't know why. I don't know why. Mama, Gracie is in your bed under your cover. You heard me? I did, I hit her. Phoenicia. Hey! No. You gotta get your outfit changed. You ready? Girl, what's up, Lainey?
I just came in here to lay down.
Hold on. Ouch! Before you lay down, let me find the remote.
I
It may be over
I
there.
didn't ready to play.
Oh, Lordy, that's the way the remote was last night. But, I mean, the switch leg. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna have a little bite in my face. Oh, don't fart.
That.
We gotta get you back healthy, man.
I'm about to tell you, because I'm trying to go on dates and shit. I can't
No, we
even
just
walk.
gotta not even put on date. We gotta just get you back healthy.
It's just in real life.
It ain't even funny.
Yeah, in real life.
Oh, shit. Oh, you falling and tumbling at 40 like you 80 years old.
You know what? Ain't nobody got time.
I know, that's why I said we gotta get you back healthy. Hey, Emery, get my phone out your mouth. That's how my phone went out the last time.
Yeah, I ain't know.
Come on.
What y'all watching?
I don't know. We can watch something on TV. Shut up. And we about to chill out. Well, just too high.
I'm not high.
No, y'all know that's running in and out. I went to the store without you, Ken.
I'm not gonna go in and out.
Yes, you is.
I promise, not this
Yes,
time.
you is. Yes,
No,
you is.
I'm not.
Why you going to sleep? You're not going to sleep.
Hey, get back, get back, get back. Go.
That's why I promise I'm not
Ken,
gonna.
no, bye.
Bye, bye, bye,
I don't know if you just call me a bee, but whatever, your mama. Shut up, Emery. Hush, hush, hush.
Is Gracie in here?
Oh. And you know Gracie ain't gonna be up in here with us.
This is the excavation. Mama makes a what's it called?
What?
Red.
Dookie, dookie, dookie. Say, mama. So your grandpa just let you pour water all over yourself. Right. Let me see your nose. Spit at me. Spit it out. Alright.
I was just watching them and hoping that they'd say it fast or possibly it be fast. The other part of me is, hey, I don't want to do it.
This is a point.
How they gonna get out? Mom got called up.
We were told that hunters had found human
Is it
beings.
quiet
They weren't sure who it was.
We're going to need some DNA to identify the remains. We'd like to take some samples.
I have Casey's baby teeth. And so they to identify. It's coming, guys. Casey was probably only about 6 months then. She was not ready to walk, but she still thought it was fun to try. And then the nights were like jello. She was just a little giggle bucket. That was Casey's personality from the very beginning. Happy, nothing upset her. She deserved a lot more in life than she got. I miss her. I miss her energy. We all just had a reset button, just one. I would definitely choose to go back to this time. There are days I think I have forgiven myself, but I take too much time to think about it. I'm the one who brought him into our life. And that's nobody else and nothing else that's responsible for her being gone. They were investigating the house and making sure everything, and they had pulled back the carpet and they found blood that belonged to Uncle Terry. Uncle Terry had been killed in my neighbor. I flashed back to the couch, being out by the pool, and never seeing Uncle Terry again.
It's real convenient stuff, and he's hiding out. And Casey's hiding out. The Jennifer's hiding out. So whatever happened with her, I can't say.
all of those people decided to hand us stuff simple.
Smells like a nursing home in here. Smell like a nursing home.
The first victim, Scott,
Hold on, Emma.
was in prison with Scott. That's how many victims through the boyfriend.
No. Put it down.
It wasn't that the same time. It made me sick to my stomach. Scott pled guilty in 2000 in exchange for reduced sentence and to give the location. People get the road.
Hush, man. Come on. Not gonna sleep. Who? Emery, let's get y'all stuff in her mouth, Daddy. I'm giving her something for her cold. Girl, you are bad. She just poured water. That's why she don't have no clothes. Daddy said she poured the water all over her side. I didn't give her as much as I gave her last night because my baby went to sleep. She don't need it. That's for 6 to 12. Yeah, she just needs something for her cold. Her nose is fucking nasty.
This is who I picture. In heaven, I don't know what that will look like exactly, but this is the person that I picture. And she'll be the right height to hug. She's just waiting for me to.
You're born from a woman, and she starts out as your mother, and you would think that you would love your mother no matter what. I love the idea of having a mother, but I don't love her as my mother. And when I see her, I can't help but feel hatred and rage. A lot of people have asked me, have I ever thought about going to visit her? And I usually give the same response. I never want to see her again. I can't help but agree with her. This was a planned and executed murder of someone. To do something like that, it takes an evil and vile person. And she deserves whatever's going to happen to her. picture, kind of a family picture, which is really our only picture of all of us together as a family. Others may look at it and think, what a happy family. But to me, when I look at it, I can't think of it as a happy picture. Because I remember so vividly what led up to it. For me, it's a complete fake smile. It presents a false idea of what the reality of it was. Kimberly and I met through a mutual friend who set us up on a blind date. Went to a movie, which was I Married an Axe Murderer, which I'm not making that up. We had that first date and we really hit it off. You know, she was really charming and beautiful and very kind and understanding. She really valued being a mother, which I had a young child at the time, and so I really valued that. She was just recently divorced. I was recently divorced. We seemed to have a lot in common at that time. The earliest that I really started seeing signs that there was some kind of imbalance there was, we had been dating for a couple of weeks, and she invited me to her divorce support group at her church. And I showed up early, and she was running late. Was that it?
Yeah, my friend Kim, she's a regular here to support her.
So I went on in to the meeting, and she came in and kind of made a point of sitting on the other side of the room for me. And I didn't know what was, going on because she had invited me to this thing. So afterwards, she was acting very kind of mad at me, and I didn't really understand why.
What did you do? You told me to come. I should have waited for the desk.
And she said, how dare you go into the meeting without me? I invited you to this. You needed to wait for me outside. And it seems like such a small thing, but her change of mood was so quick for something so small, and it kind of left me puzzled as to what was going on with her.
I was just trying to help you.
I don't care what you were trying to do. It's just my thing.
I was trying to respond like the normal person would respond.
Hey, baby.
Well, I'm sorry.
You okay?
I didn't mean to do that.
You want to bottle yourself?
And then suddenly she gets very romantic and passionate, just completely distracts and kind of makes you forget what just happened. My thought wasn't, wow, something's wrong, I need to get away from this person. It was more like, wow, she really likes me,
Okay.
She really always had her own agenda, and it was her way or the highway.
When did I tell you about this?
I don't remember you saying it.
I needed to have my gallbladder removed. So I had surgery to have it removed, and then went home, and I was heavily medicated and laying on the couch.
Says my feet. You can't even follow the simplest of instructions.
And Kimberly got really mad at me because I had put some of my daughter's diapers in a diaper pail that she had said she was saving for something else. And so she just really completely just exploded, was screaming at me.
Next time,
medication. There were a couple of times during that time period where I would go to help my medication, who went away, full Vicodin, and also not using my abilities completely. The bottles there, but they're all empty and more. I never really thought of her as a person who would do that to deliberately make me suffer. But I kind of always assumed that people would do it.
Bye, Mama.
And I know this sounds really kind of pathetic, but I had tried to break up with her on a number of different occasions. But I always allowed myself to get kind of talked back. Ultimately,
stop, girl. Give my phone. Give me my phone. No, baby. No.
And she had told me outright that she could not have children. She had her first child, she said, with a high-risk pregnancy, and the doctor told her that she was not able to have a child. There is no doubt in my mind that she did that deliberately, that she knew that she could get pregnant, and that she deliberately got pregnant.
All I'm saying
No.
that you do this as a team without being a couple.
And so we were having an argument, and I had just said, I'm out. I can't do this. I'll be there for you through the pregnancy, but I can't marry you.
What's
we can't be
the
together.
name of
But, I can still be part of the child's life. And she said, no, absolutely not.
What's the
You
name
want to be part of the baby's life. So we're going to be married.
No, Mama. No.
But you want to get married?
So we decided to get married.
I think that's our best option.
Frankly, the wedding for me was not happening. When we were clearly, but just going out behind the house and having a good
Stop.
session, that knowing that this is not going to last.
No.
This is Kimberly holding Jamie. His first hours of life. And what this represents to me at the time was just some hope that things could be better than what they were. When Jamie is an adult, I need to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say that I didn't give it everything that I have to give.
Here's the book. You take my charger? No, get out of here. You know nobody got your charger.
Mom, for your children, absolutely. Look to this inside. Imagine what you can do with more migraine medication. Miracle Gel prevents migraine days with Emgality. Imagine the possibilities. Once monthly Emgality is specifically developed to help prevent migraine days from starting in the first place. It is designed to work for 30 days and nights. Emgality cut the number of monthly migraine days by 50% or more for some people. Don't use if allergic to Emgality. Allergic reactions such as itching, rash, hives, trouble breathing, or even days after using common side effects include injection site reactions. Ask your doctor about Emgality. You can access doctors from home with telemedicine.
The Whopper's 100% beef, plain, grilled, first slice with tomato, and first slice of onion, and opportunity flash chip, all beef, nasty, all big with the Whopper, just a second out. The Whopper.
Let go out. Let go of my hair.
Kettle One Mechanical. Vodka distilled with real botanicals for a fresh taste. And the most delicious part, no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or sugar. Kettle One Botanicals. Real botanicals, fresh taste.
Stop. Stop. Come on.
After being a part of millions of love stories, at K, we believe that nothing should get in the way of love. Shop your way in-store or online. K Doers. Love is unstoppable.
I think about the snack. Delicious. I need this breakfast.
Everyone thinks I made them, but it's actually Decon. What's that? Judy?
Decon, my son, to death.
Here's to the messy ones. To all the mess makers and mess masters. At LG, we say bless this mess. Then let the LG Quart Zero cordless vacuum compress it. LG compressor technology that compacts dirt and dust so you can clean more and empty less. So whatever mess you get into, compress it. With up to 120 minutes of battery runtime and powerful suction from LG Quart Zero. Now with compressor technology.
If swapping in an English muffin can help this good, maybe having Molly swap in to make his hair won't turn out so bad.
Don't you like it?
Finding things and love and food. Every day. And you'll find out. That's what you'll find. On Etsy.
What?
Shop Etsy.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and avoid any hidden charges and fees. This one just says, I am scared of fees. $10. Where did you find this guy? He found me.
And we found and made it. My family's been providing to professional chefs for 100 years and 3 generations. Our secret? We design and engineer our products for the world's best chefs and work with craftsmen in the US and Europe to bring them to life. From award-winning knives to help you prep, to professional-grade cookware to get that perfect sear, to the most durable plates on the market, hundreds of thousands of home cooks and professional chefs are upgrading their kitchens to Made It.
But one thing is about
She has no regard for the lie.
I didn't help her. What was she doing to me?
Evil lives here, all new, tonight 9. Only on Iron Go. This Halloween. Set your demon on. Twisted colors, gut and cut them into a monstrous competition.
We're going
Hallucinating hosts of British monkeys tonight.
Joey Exotic became a phenomenon. And then you added Carol.
I'm on a mission to get the truth.
You gonna put that little remote out?
The roof remote?
Yeah.
Can you give me a Coke?
Yeah, sure.
Don't touch the top of it. Touch it around the side. Because you want to play with them balls.
Yeah, I play with the big bullshit game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wash my hands again.
I remember I had come home late from work. It was really late. I was exhausted. One of Kimberly's favorite things was just as I was about to fall asleep, she wants to start talking.
Hey, did you, figure out what she's supposed to look like?
About, not really pleasant things about maybe problems we had or whatever. We started arguing about it,
So what, we're just supposed to let the dishes pile up and live in a trash heap?
Eventually, I just had enough, and I got up. She was in full-on rage.
Okay. You were done drinking it.
And screaming pretty much at the top of her voice.
Where's your fancy?
I don't know where she got the hammer from.
Okay.
Took the hammer and swung it right at me. But it just happened to stick right into the wall. I've never really been in a situation where I felt like someone was trying to kill me. And honestly, I don't know what
This one I touched you. Thank you, baby. You want some ice? I got some right here. Thank you. No.
And I took a picture of it as absolute proof that that is in fact going on. The hammer in the wall, it's right about eye level in the wall. We both did leave it in the wall for at least a couple of days. And for me, it was almost symbolic, like I was going to leave it there for her to see what she did. But she didn't do anything. She just left it there. It's hard to say whether I really knew her. The potential was there all along that she could murder someone. When I first got custody of Jane, I had this idea that the nightmare's over, But there was an incident that happened at my house where Jamie and I got in kind of a scuffle. He was watching a TV show, and I stood in front of the TV and I said,
I don't want to watch this.
and he said, no, you need to move.
If you change the channel, I'll move.
Anything, we're watching this.
And I said, no, I'm not going to move.
She in the bathtub?
He was like, okay, well, I will move.
Bye-bye.
So he moved me and I started pushing him, locking arms and kind of tussling against each other. I had hit my head on a corner of the TV stand. So I called my mom. My mother was a master manipulator. My mom decided to talk to a lawyer the next day and have me write down what had happened word for word on an affidavit. And a lot of the things that happened, she was telling me to write down as I was writing it. Since last night on November 11th at 8:45 p.m., my dad and I were watching TV. We disagreed on a show. I stood in front of the TV. My dad got angry and picked me up on my shirt and body slammed me down to the floor. True, he stood in front of the TV. True, we disagreed on a show. Then, saying, pick me up by my shirt and body slam me down to the floor, that part was not true at all. The way she manipulates is she will take a small grain of truth about something that happened and then frame it in such a way that suits her agenda, that makes her look good. The judge immediately took him out of my custody and gave him back to Kimberly. My relationship with my mom was very weird. One moment she's saying, come sit on my lap. and watch TV with me.
That's good. Yeah.
And then, let's say I get a stain on my shirt.
What is this?
The entire movie, she would just flip the script super quick. And, you know, she would start yelling at me.
Where's your slob or something?
And call me horrible names. And I would say back, you know, I hate you. I never want to see you again.
I hate you. I want to live with Dad. So you want to live with your father? Fine.
And so I got out of the house. She locked the door. And I was in some athletic shorts and a t-shirt. It was freezing cold. I don't even know how long I was out there. I probably was out there for hours. But I remember calling my dad and saying, hey, please come get me, please come get me. A lot of the time when I would call him and come get me, he would say, well, I can't, because that would be violating the court order. If I go against, you know, the agreement, it will make it even harder for him to ever come live with me. There were even times when I called the police department and talked to them. They said, well, you know, this is not a criminal matter, there's nothing we can do. That's the cruel irony of it, is that he has to be obviously injured, badly injured, in order for me to take some kind of action. And by then, it's kind of too late. And she lost her mind. She said, if you ever tell anybody, I will kill you.
I am what I live. My way. The new fragrance, Giorgio Armani.
Amazing products for one incredible price. The FabFitFun members pick box is here. Sign up for yours today at FabFitFun.com. Use code FALLFEELS for $10 off your first box.
At VisionWorks, we're going above and beyond to keep you safe. That includes temperature scans, sanitizing everything, and all our staff wearing gloves and masks. Not that mask, this mask. That's the VisionWorks difference. VisionWorks, see the difference.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know.
Doesn't it sound good, but it's very crispy, spicy, delicious.
A little tangy, crunchy.
That's dangerous.
Top for everything.
Everybody wants the place to be. One place made at the bottom of the sea. While I'm at the bottom of the lake.
No one tells you what to expect when you're expecting a new pet. Oh, Betty, we need to get you a crate, training tree, potty pad. But with 2 week low prices, you'll find amazing deals on everything you need for your pet. Start saving at 2 weeks today. Save 30% on your first order at 2.
Tuesday, we had a good team of detectives, but they were having trouble finding a suspect based on what her body's telling us.
It would have to be a monster to do something like that.
Homicide scene, all new, Tuesday at 9, only an ID and ID go.
Before their adventure in paradise, see how the murmur business began.
Partners?
Whoa! Set your PVR for the new series that shows how it all started.
What's the wrap?
Renovation, all new tonight at 8 on HGTV. We may be the first family of darkness, but not all of us are true believers in the paranormal. And the evidence that will blow their minds. All new beyond It's not often that you see it. Alright, it's gone by. Only Wednesday at 9. Only an ID and ID go. I'm going to mention it to get the truth. Tell me why. 100% forgery. This will show how good night party. And then we want Jill out. 2 member Wednesdays, Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID go.
I remember it was picture day at school, so she, makes me put on a collared shirt, makes me wear nice shorts, make sure my shoes are white. My mom would part my hair down the middle and use, half a bottle of hairspray. And, that was kind of a dorky haircut. When I get to the school, I just hate wearing that hair so much, just wanted to mess it all up.
Daddy begged about the shit.
Did you get the picture?
She paid about $40 for the brand new school pictures, all different sizes. They ended up coming in and my hair was messed up and she lost her mind.
This is an embarrassment.
How could you do that? You're a stupid moron, stuff like that. And eventually it got to the point where she started pinning me up against the wall and smacked me like 30, 40 times as hard as she could.
Look, I paid for this. What is wrong with you? Do you think that this is funny? Do I look like a slob?
I was never punched in the eyes or the face. I was always punched like in the ribs or the stomach or the arms because, my mom would make sure that people didn't know what was going on behind the scenes.
And now you know what happens when you don't do what I tell you.
One thing that I really regret is not saying anything to my dad. He didn't really know about all the stuff that was happening because I never really tell anybody. I just kind of kept it a secret for many, many years. Over the years, he would come to my house when I would ask him about a bruise or an injury or whatever, and he would say, yeah, I was wrestling with my brothers or whatever. And he was a pretty rambunctious kid, so it was really hard to know what, if any, bruises were attributed directly to Kimberly's treatment of him. I did my mom's laundry and my laundry and my brother's laundry, and I cleaned the kitchen and cooked dinner sometimes. And, it's a lot to do. And if those things didn't get done, she would get really angry. I was doing laundry, and I put my clothes in the drawer. I just crammed them in there. I didn't fold them at all. And she always ordered me to fold the clothes perfect.
Stand up. Stand up.
I remember her yelling and screaming at me.
And all of you. You're going to do it.
She was going to lock me in the room. When you have a lock on the door in the room, that's inside of the room. But what she did is she unscrewed the doorknob and switched the lock to the outside of the room. So I couldn't get out. And she kept me in that room for hours. It was past dinner time. I would say, hey, I really have to go to the bathroom. And she would make me wait. I finally decided that, worse, I came down the screen guarding the window, and I just decided I was going to pee out of the window. That's not normal at all. But I thought that that's how you got grounded as a kid. things were not good between my mom and I. I was trying to play video games to pass the time. That Xbox was the only thing that could keep my mind off of being stuck in that house. And my mother was getting on my case about playing too many video games.
What's her problem?
And she unplugged it, and I just got super angry, like more angry than I probably have ever been. And I took the Xbox and I threw it outside of the window. And that's when things escalated. She took the cord of the Xbox and was like wrapped it around my neck and started to pull back. It was just blind rage. All you can do is just feel scared and helpless, and that you hope the person behind you doing that to you will stop. Zach got up and said, "Please stop choking him, please stop choking him," because he saw that I was starting to grasp for air. 5 seconds more, gonna pass out or die. She stopped, and I think I was able to get my phone after that and call the police and got the police involved. I was under the impression that cops are here to help you.
I'm so sorry, officers. I don't know what to do. I'm out of control. She's lying. Quiet. Okay? We'll get you what to say.
But when you have a parent like mine who can, weave in and out of words and mess with people's heads and manipulate people, I can't really blame the cops for being manipulated by my mom.
And that's when you just lost it. You just lost it.
And then what happened? Did he hit you or anything?
She would make sure that she was crying and make sure that she looked like she was the victim in that situation. And she said I was pushing her against the wall, and I was on top of her at one point on the ground. I was made out to be the sole bad guy in this situation. My mom was made out to be as a mom struggling against a disobedient child. The big thing about it was that she would have my brother involved. So it was 2 against 1 in that situation. My mom had basically told my brother to lie.
Sometimes you can be quite angry.
Zach, just like I did, faced a lot of abuse. I just remember seeing a confused little kid tearing his heart in half between helping his brother and staying loyal to his mom, and he felt that he had to follow with what she was saying.
Whenever they get into fights, he kind of loses control of himself.
And that's what Zach told the police. I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for that at all. I definitely blame my mom for manipulating the situation to her advantage. Ended up, I got a citation, I believe, for an assault, but they ended up dismissing that. When I went back, she said, if you ever tell anybody, if you tell your dad, if you tell your teachers at school, if you tell your counselors, if you tell anybody, I will kill you. My vision started to go just ever so slightly black. I remember feeling that my mom was killing me. keep 10 cars for our place at Main Street. So instead of wondering if the car is a deal, go to Carter's today.
Get ready to turn up the heat and bring the new Max Original only on HBO Max. As an HBO subscriber, you have access to HBO to enjoy Movie Plus shows and so much more at no additional charge. Download the HBO Max app and log into this list to enjoy. Some bites could be alright, some bites are like, whoa, it's all yours. Why wait? Download the app today and HBO Max. I'm on the lookout for something there. Let's figure it out. There's something now only on HBO Max. Catch every episode, every season, including the exclusive new season. This is downright unusual. As an HBO subscriber, you have access to every episode of Third Party and so much more at no additional charge. Download the HBO Max app today and use your second login credentials to start streaming. And be arrested for murder. It's all yours. Why wait? Download the app today and unlock all of HBO Max.
It's tricky treats and scaries on Halloween Wars.
That just happened.
Season premiere Halloween Wars tonight at 9 on Food Network and Food Network Go.
Joe Exotic became a phenomenon.
And then you add Carol. I'm on a mission to get the truth. Oh, tell me why. 100% of the this would show about your body, and then we want Joe out. Joe Exotic, Tigers, Rising coming up. 2 night event. Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID Go.
Also, when she's standing up, you can see her leg better. You act like she can stand up.
She wanted this picture to look normal. It may look like we're happy, but I definitely wasn't feeling that way on the inside. All I can see is someone that I was trying to get from. No matter how happy they look, that's all I see. I had gotten in trouble at school. Then I got called into the principal's office. And I remember I was just freaking out because they had to call my mom. All I knew was I didn't have to go home because I knew what was going to happen. So I ran away after school. I just went to this grocery store and tried to hide in the very back of the grocery store. Then I stayed there until about 8 or 9 o'clock. All I wanted to do was just hide out, was just try to stay away from any harm that would come my way when I go home. Maybe somebody would help me. Maybe they'd see me back there and help me. What's going on? I ended up getting caught back there by a store manager.
You okay?
I remember trying to tell him that I'm scared to go home. Let me stay here for the night.
What's going on at home? I don't feel safe anymore. She's crazy. I think we need to call the cops. No, please don't do that.
No, all I knew was I didn't want to go home because I knew what was going to happen. I promise.
They're going to help you out.
He felt like he needed to call the police, and eventually, maybe 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, I think the police finally came, and the police took me home after that. I think I ran away from home maybe 5 or 6 times. Each time the cops looked for me. They said, if you run away anymore from home, you're going to get put in juvie. And I always felt like it was another stab in the back from the cops. I didn't know the real reasons why I ran away. He only knew what I was telling him. I remember the feeling of being stuck. That was the biggest feeling of them all, was, feeling like you're in a hole that you can't get out of. And I felt that no matter what I did, nobody was going to help me. I was at my mom's room when I wasn't supposed to be. I was playing in her room.
What the hell are you doing?
She doesn't like it when anybody goes into her room. She pushed me. She got to the point of uncontrollable rage. And she was banging my head against the hardwood floor. And I turned over and she started choking me with her hands. My vision started to go just ever so slightly black. I remember feeling that my mom was killing me, basically. It's a hard thing to describe, your mother hurting you in the worst way possible. At that point, I tried to fight back. Thank God she let go. I finally had enough, and I ran out of the house, contacted my dad, and he took pictures. And I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
This might be one of the most important pictures I've ever taken in my life. This incident, as horrific as it was, really enabled me to take actual action. Now I have something. I have something that I can pull you out of that. The main reason I never told you, all the years of abuse and stuff like that is I just felt that if, I told you somehow my mom would find out. She had threatened me that if I told anybody that I would die. And that's why I was just so scared all those years to really let you know what was happening. And for me, that feeling of guilt, is pretty heavy. Something I still feel. I can't blame you for any of that. I can tell you with 100% honesty that I did everything that I could possibly do. And I believe you with all my heart. I really do.
My grandmother told me we need to go as soon as possible and that she'll tell me later what's going on. I know it has something to do with my mom. I know she did something. I felt this horrible sense of anxiety. I remember just feeling worried that Luke wasn't really safe. When I found out that she was suspected in a murder case, it was almost as if I knew it was always going to happen.
Joey's life became a phenomenon.
And then you added Carol.
I'm on a mission to get truth. Tommy Wise. 100%. There's something in that lake. This can show murder. We find the body, and then we walk Joe out.
Joe wakes up every time his license comes up. 2 night event beginning Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID Go. It's Halloween. CTDR. Twisted cars, guns, and covered into a monstrous competition.
We're going up big.
Hallucinating hosts of witches pumpkins. Tonight at 10 on CTDR.
Our retirement plan with Goya gives us confidence.
So we can spend a bit today knowing we're prepared for tomorrow.
Wow. Do you think you overdid it, maybe?
Overdid what?
Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Goya. Be confident to and through retirement.
With over 100 years of professional experience, Bona makes it easy to care for your hardwood floors, so you can take care of more important things, Bona makes cleaning effortless, and when it's Bona clean, one big spill is no big deal. Bona hardwood floor cleaner is formulated to gently lift dirt and grime and dry fast with no dulling residue. Simple, effective, water-based solutions that are safe for your floors, your family, our planet, and this little one too. Try Bona's new antibacterial floor cleaner. Kills 99.9% of germs with the power of hydrogen peroxide.
Gorilla Super Glue Micro Precise. Of course! Precise application, controlled dispensing with Gorilla Strength for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Roll that beautiful beat for it.
You know, some things just go together. Like good times and Bush's baked beans.
Wait, are you serious?
There's no way. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's not a bad.
I food reviewers to try the Whopper, but with a special surprise.
$5 for 2 Whopper sandwiches?
I believe before you change your mind.
A deal hard to believe. Get the Whopper and the 2 for $5 mix and match. Your way, way better.
After being a part of millions of love stories, at Kay, we believe that nothing should get in the way of love. Shop your way, in-store or online. Kay Jewelers. Love is unstoppable.
Ketel One Botanicals. Vodka distilled with real botanicals for a fresh taste. And the most delicious part is only 73 calories. Ketel One Botanicals. Real botanicals, fresh taste.
Found the snack.
Delicious. I need this recipe.
Everyone thinks I made them, but it's actually Dijon. What was that? Judy?
Dijon, my slogan, to death. Here's to the messy ones. To all the mess makers and mess masters. At LG, we say bless this mess. Then let the LG Cord Zero cordless vacuum compress it. With LG compressor technology that compacts dirt and dust so you can clean more and empty less. So whatever mess you get into, compress it. With up to 120 minutes of battery runtime and powerful suction from LG Cord Zero. Now with compressor technology.
Lisa, let me help with that. You should look into shopping online at Chewy. You can get that big bag of dog food delivered to your door. Check it out. We get all of our pets food and toys. If you pick up prescriptions, don't forget about Tucker's new ride.
Get fast free shipping with Chewy. Here's the houses that feel like home, where comfort and cozy are easy to find. We're the place we work hard, stay connected, and stay healthy. It's also the place where lazy days are important too. And we make new traditions by simply being together. Save at 5 Center with hot buys on furniture, flooring, appliances, and electronics. Use your own event card for 24-month financing. Here's to houses that feel like home. Shop safe, shop local, shop Nebraska Furniture Mart.
This is a message from the Secret Service.
Don't be money. Criminals rely on money to transfer criminal proceeds to avoid detection by law enforcement. To protect yourself, never respond to an offer of earnest quick. Never agree to receive incentives. Never share your financial information. Money laundering is a crime. If you witness suspicious activity, contact law enforcement immediately. To learn more, visit us online. From all of us at the Secret Service, be vigilant, be safe.
The Brothers Face Off in a Hollywood home. They're not yet. They're going blockbuster. In all new Wednesday night at 9 on HGTV and HGTV.
calling my mom every other weekend to see how Luke was doing, and I would try to go in there and like play with him and make sure he was okay. I remember just feeling worried, but you know, I was also trying to finally live a normal life with my dad as well. When my mother found Cherry as a babysitter for my younger brother Luke, I remember there was a lot of custody battles between my brother's dads and my mother. She had lost me, she had lost Zach, and now she was losing Luke, her last son. Cherry Walker was a really, really genuine, nice, good person. She really adored and loved Luke a lot.
It's a picture of Cherry Walker. She was a lovely person. She was kind of a pure soul in so many ways. I can't help but to look at her as kind of a martyr for us, a symbol of the hideousness of what Kimberly did.
I remember it so clearly. My phone buzzed, and I looked down, and it was Kimberly's mother. And she said, you know, do you know Cherry Walker? Her body was found burned out in the country. Literally, my first words were just, no. I mean, it was kind of mind-numbing almost. It was so surreal. Kimberly was the #1 suspect from the very minute they discovered who Cherry was.
If you were the captain, what would be your name?
It was a CPS hearing, and Cherry was subpoenaed. So once that happened, I think Kimberly just became desperate.
How fast is Mach 2?
And so in order to prevent her from testifying, Kimberly, killed her.
Yeah?
Kimberly's version of the events was that she picked up Cherry Walker to have dinner to talk to her about her testimony in the upcoming CPS trial, that Cherry had a seizure, and that she stopped breathing, and then went driving around for a while to try and figure out what to do. She decides that she needs to take her out in the country, took some lighter fluid out of the back of her car, squirted it all over her body, and lit her on fire. The first time I'd seen my mom since the news, and the last time I've seen my mom at all, was when I took the stand. They make you stand up, say your name, point, and say, I recognize Kimberly Diane Cargill. I saw a woman who was broken beyond repair. I remember her eyes were like steel, like just cold, lifeless. That's all I could see was the eyes of a murderer.
In their closing arguments, the state prosecutors told the jury that Cargill was a liar, a killer, and a monstrous child abuser. They then urged the jury to sentence the death penalty when deciding her fate.
I didn't realize how much of an impact my testimony would mean, and I felt really bad because I wouldn't want anybody to die because of me. But I just felt like justice had been served. That finally, all the years and years of abuse, all the times I'd called the police, all the times that she had hit me or my brothers, I felt like all of that finally came to an end. I got fights at school. I got in fights with my dad. I acted out. I didn't want to go to counseling. I didn't want to go to therapy. I used heroin just to numb it. And eventually I decided that I need to turn my life around or I'm going to end up just like my mother. I decided to go to rehab, and I worked really hard to, build a career for myself. I've gone to culinary school and graduated with honors. When I learned I was going to be a father, I look forward to having a baby. I'm going to make sure he has all the things that I didn't have. I know with all of my heart that he'll be loved and he'll be cared for, and for the rest of his life he'll love his parents and he'll know that they treated him properly and good and loved him.
This is a picture of Kimberly she's in prison. I feel like I don't know this person. I think of her as Kimberly the murderer, not so much Kimberly the mother of my child. People ask me, do you want to see your mother again? And I almost always give the same response, and it's, I just have no interest. I just want to move on with my life and try to forget that it ever happened.
It's a chapter of my life that I'm planning on closing. My mother sent me a lot of letters, maybe 30 or 40 letters during her time of incarceration.
Oftentimes she'll mention how she'll be found innocent, or the truth will finally be heard and she'll be set free. And, that just reminds me that, maybe she's where she belongs.
Feeling very nervous and anxious about having to go back in time. I often wonder why didn't kill me. I was just devastated. Because they'd taken so much from me. All I had to give was love. And in return, I lost everything.
I smell the blood. I said, me from the
Daddy, I see evil in his eyes. Between the time I met him and the time he wound up here, he changed. I never believed in evil before. I didn't think that it would come to my doorstep, but it was around me, and I invited it in. And this is the consequence. I was a single mother raising 2 children, and my cousin came one evening on my birthday and wanted to take me out. And I hadn't been out in so long that I decided to go.
I'm so happy to see you.
We were there together for a while, and then she met someone, and she went off, and I sat there, and then Nathaniel approached me.
Mind if I buy you a drink?
Sure. He was very attractive and well-dressed, and I wasn't used to that sort of attention. It had been some time since I had been with anybody since my divorce. It made me feel good. When we were believe it, he asked for my phone number. Jill.
Nathaniel.
After 6 months of phone calls and him coming to visit on the weekend, I started to fall in love with him. And so I decided that it was all right for him to move in. These pictures, when I first met him, he was very polite, timid and shy at first. I felt safe and I felt loved. I thought he was a keeper. After Nathaniel moved in, it was real difficult for him to find work, and the bills were piling up, and we were starting to get frustrated. He'd go out all day looking for these jobs, applying, and nobody was calling, and he was getting anxious. And one time, we were preparing breakfast, and there was a knock at the door. And I answered it, and it happened to be the police.
Good morning, officers. Is everything okay?
Ma'am, are you home alone?
No, there's no word from Nathaniel.
What's this? What's going on?
And I said, would you mind coming with us because we have a complaint that you were seen robbing the convenience store. At that time, I felt that that was strange because I didn't think, I said, oh, he's been here. I don't think you have the right person.
Baby, tell him that you would never do that.
Man, relax.
Baby.
He says, yeah, I did rob the convenience store because we didn't have any money.
Baby, how could you do something like this?
I had to take care of us.
I was mad at him and couldn't understand why he would do something like that. We were having financial difficulties, but I mean, you don't go rob the store. He chalked it up as a dumb mistake. He said he was angry at himself for doing something like that. I was sympathetic because I knew the position that we were in and he was unemployed. And so they took him away in handcuffs and he had to go to jail. He didn't have a gun and this was his first offense. So it was only a few months that he was gone. I blamed myself. I was the one that mentioned about how finances were tight with him not working. He made a mistake and he had to pay for it. So you time for this and I'll get your job. Things will work out.
Well, go ahead and take a look.
I helped Nathaniel get a job and everything was going better for him. So he said, I'm going to buy you some outfits to dress you up because we're going to be going out. This is short. But Nathaniel would pick out risque dresses that were really short, above the knee, and real sexy, and I felt a little apprehensive.
Nothing. Ryan's finna get dropped off over here. Ryan. Hello? That's your baby. That's your baby. When she get dropped off, I guess she coming to hang out. How old is she? 8. Huh? 8?
So I went along with him.
Well, probably not, because there's too many people here anyway. There ain't nowhere for her to sleep.
The next day, we went to more tournaments, and we always went to the park on the weekend. He said, well, here, I want you to wear one of these outfits. And I said, well, to the park? They weren't really appropriate for a playground and a park. But I went along with it because he wanted to look good, and I wanted to please him. So I wore it to the park.
Basketball. Yeah.
I was watching the game, And the people that knew me, that aren't used to me wearing that type of thing, then began to approach me. You look fine. And Nathaniel noticed that they were noticing me. And he's not pleased at all. But I could see it in his face. The basketball game ended. And he says, I don't like the idea that all these guys are talking to you. And he started to get angry.
It's not okay to do that.
To do what?
You know exactly what's going on.
You're supposed to be paying attention to me. You don't know how to act. And I was surprised because I had never witnessed this jealous rage before and his demeanor changing so quickly. And I said, well, I'm trying to please you. I can't help if other people are looking at me. It's the way you got me dressed.
I didn't want to wear this stupid dress.
Blame it on the dress. You just don't talk to other guys. You need to learn how to behave.
All right. And I tried to smooth things over with him and say, well, you know, I won't talk to nobody. I'll stand over to the side and I'll watch you play basketball.
I just want to make you happy.
Well, I'm not happy.
Really?
He would calm down and we would be okay again until it was time to go somewhere else in one of those dresses. He would get jealous and he would get agitated and he would get mean. It was like a light switch. It got to where I didn't know how to act. I just didn't want him to be angry. I just wanted everything to be okay. One evening, my brother's daughter Christine came over to play with my daughter. We were all and Nathaniel was the girl, they're laughing and having a good time, and they were left out playing hide and seek and tag in the house. That evening it was time for Christine to go back home. When she got home, my brother's calling me.
Hello.
Telling me she had said that you had touched her inappropriately.
I'm sorry that I should call.
Nathaniel was there until I asked him while I was still on the phone.
Nathaniel.
Yeah. I said, Nicky, my brother's saying that you touched her inappropriately.
Why didn't you say that?
He said, no, we were just wrestling, so she must have misbehaved. I wasn't trying to touch her or anything. Then my daughters were there, and they back mixing up by saying, oh, no, we were just playing around, we were playing tag and stuff. And my brother said, well, I don't know. And I felt funny about it, but the girls backed him up, my daughters, but I thought I was just a mistake. I was just playing tag and she just mistaken it. And so she didn't come over for a while after that. Few months go by, and the next thing we know that Christine is missing. And one day she said she was a bunch of friends and she
Do you push through 4 or more migraine days a month?
Mom, are you okay to play with me? Let's see what's inside.
Imagine what you can do to avoid migraine-free days. Today, help prevent migraine days with Emgality. Imagine the possibilities. Once monthly Emgality was specifically developed to help prevent migraine days from starting in the first place. Designed to work for 30 days a week. Emgality cut the number of monthly migraine days by 50% or more for some people. Don't use if allergic to Emgality. Allergic reactions, rash, hives, and trouble breathing can occur even days took doctors from home, telemedicine. My mom thousands of feet. She had had a stroke, and the option of living alone was not on the table. So I took her to a long-term care facility to give her the best opportunity. With that, they are amazing. With this pandemic, they've done an exceptional job. I know without a doubt that my mom is safe. The fact that these heroes are able to take care of my mom is very comforting.
What's your brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Zariba has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 of the biggest motor organs: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try today with our money-back guarantee.
Our retirement plan with Voya gives us confidence.
We can spend it now, knowing we're prepared for the future.
Surprise!
We renovated the guest room so you can live in it.
Well planned, well tested, well protected.
Voya, be confident to and through retirement.
After being a part of millions of love stories, at K, we believe that nothing should get in the way of love. Shop your way in store or online. K-Jeweler. Love is unstoppable.
Products for one incredible price. Good Fast Fun number 6 box this year. Sign up here today at FastFun.com. Use code FALLSEALS for $10 off your first loan.
Shake it, kiddo. Love to come up there.
From pure Antarctic waters, krill are an omega-3 force of nature, and worried about different fish or reports. Colate Krill Oil, the ocean's superior omega.
Wait, are you serious? No way!
Joke is a joke if I'm a man. Invited food reviewers to try the Whopper, but with a special surprise.
$5 for 2 Whopper things?
I believe before you change your mind.
A deal hard to believe. Get the Whopper and the 2 for $5 mix and match.
Your way, way better.
Spectrum Mobile is the fastest growing provider out there. They're growing faster than AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile.
Must be using Magic Pro. Makes things grow faster.
No, they're the fastest growing because thousands of people are switching every day. Because they have the fastest overall speeds and it's the most reliable.
Probably Magic Pro Mix.
It's not. You can save up to 40% on your monthly bill. Magic Pro Mix is what you think.
It is. I have it, and you might want to stand up.
Join Spectrum Mobile today. Find out why they're the fastest growing provider out there.
I can taste the pineapples already.
This is the sound of the radio. Ish. Shortcuts. No magic star.
So, see,
Being great means being bad for a while. But soon, you'll be something else.
Yeah.
Speak a new language. Here's your episode. How language is learned.
I've never been in this crazy.
She has no regard for you.
I didn't help her. What was she doing to me?
Evil is here. All news tonight 9. Johnny Go. Twisted colors, gut and covered into a monstrous competition.
We're going
Those outrageous puppets. Tonight at 10 on the network. Network Go.
Joey Exotic became a phenomenon.
And then you added Carol.
I'm on a mission to switch. Tell me why.
100% of ordinary.
There's something in that name. This will show her behind the body. And then we walk Joe out.
Joe Exotic Titans Rising coming up 2 Murder Rant begins Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID Go.
This is a picture of my niece, Christine. It's now and then. Happier moment. I remember the day this is the paper thing. The paper that morning, and I noticed that there was an article about Christine missing. We went to my brother's house, and Nathan was with me. There was a large search. Everybody that knew Christine was looking for her. Even the police were looking for her. Hey, she said she lived on the 12th, right? Nobody knew where she was. She's 14 years old, so teenage. Maybe she ran away, maybe she's hanging with the wrong crowd, maybe she don't want to come home.
I just don't understand how she can run off like that.
I don't know either. Nathaniel was very concerned, and they had asked me, have you seen Christine? And he said, no, but I'll keep an eye out for her. If I hear anything or see anything, I'll let you know. I'm going to help. And he seemed concerned like we were all concerned.
I really am grateful for all now. Of course, that's the least we can do. Christine is family.
Don't worry, but I'm here.
As a family, we went out in search of her. To see if they could further help in the search. You see, now it turned out after a few weeks or months or so. And the police didn't know anything, so she became a missing person. Everybody believed that she had ran away or she was at somebody's house and didn't want to come home. Nathaniel's demeanor changed. He was more, he started to stay out more and more. Began to be almost every evening. He wouldn't come in until after 10 o'clock at night.
Looks like somebody found their way home.
Sorry, lost track of time.
And I questioned it, and I said, oh, gee, you played basketball awfully late. And he said, we played several games. He said, I stayed till the end.
Well, you do know you have a life here outside of the game?
What? I got a curfew now?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what are you saying?
It seemed as if his mood was always on edge.
What?
Very anxious.
Huh?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, same time.
I believed Nathaniel because I didn't know too much about the basketball in the league, and I just figured he knew more about it than me. And I took him at his word. There was a knock at the door mid-morning, and it was the police. And I'm like, oh no, this is the second time with this police business.
So, what's this about?
The police said that they had a complaint that a young woman said that you were trying to kidnap her.
Well, excuse me? She detailed an incident that happened in a car. Do you have any recollection of that?
He said he went to the convenience store to pick up some beer, and he saw a girl walk pulled over and asked the lady if she was alive because it was dark and it wasn't safe.
She's telling us who wants to get the ride. She saw the lady in the parking lot and asked her for a ride. And I said, sure.
But the policeman said that the young girl's complaint was that she accepted the ride, but once she got in the car, he was holding her against her will and wouldn't let her go. And then when the opportunity presented itself, she got out of the car and went directly to the police and complained. She got it wrong because I gave her a ride. I wasn't holding her against her will. I'm thinking, did he
Hold on!
not some woman in the nighttime? That was how I created it.
Hold on! I was so shitty ass.
You still have so now you just want to sleep, and so you reason anything away. And that's what I was doing. I reasoned it away. I said, well, maybe it really didn't happen.
It's fine. You know what? I need a solution.
I had a good friend named Lorette, and she would come over from time to time because her kids played with mine. And she was going to move to the West Indies.
I can't take this call anymore. Okay. Wow.
And she wondered if we had any boxes and things to help her move.
Hey!
The boxes.
He wanted to help her in any way.
Hey!
Help her move. And she said she'd say goodbye when they were all set to go. And the kids.
Cameron!
About a week or so passed by.
Come here!
I was waiting to hear back from when she was going to leave so I could say goodbye.
Yes! Can you go? Everything fish stuff is back outside. This is my mommy. Where I go? Come on, Mama. Hand me that bag. That milk bag right there. Yeah.
Doors inside? Doors outside? Huh?
Yeah, that's what I want you to go put this in the trash can.
Oh. In the trash can or the...
Go put that in the trash bag.
Outside?
No, inside. You wanna go? You wanna go?
All right. Every day a year brighter with our Smile Wide Smile Day promise. We've got you covered in every way.
I can't stand him. He's just a hoe about everything that he does.
And X-ray. At Aspen Dental, we're making it all right to feel safe and get smiling. We promise. Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental.
It's trick and treats and scaries. We had a good team of detectives, but they were having trouble finding a suspect based on what their body was telling us.
Tuesday
at 9, only an ID and ID go.
Twisted cars got to get covered into a monstrous competition. Cars who made the most outrageous buckets. We may be the first family of darkness, but not all of us are true believers in the paranormal. And the evidence that will blow their minds. We are sports one. Travel channel go. Tonight.
I've never really been afraid of anything, but one thing is a message.
She has no regard for human life.
I didn't help her. What was she going to do?
Evil is here. All new. Tonight.
Hello.
Go.
Hello. I gotta, Dusty's mom can take me to the hospital because she's here. So, do you have the money for me to go to the urgent care or no? Okay, so it ain't no emergency. It's not an emergency, but I was gonna go to urgent care. I'm sorry. Let me not get loud. It's not an emergency, but my baby has this knot that's on her leg. It hurts her, but it's not no medical emergency where they have to drain it because it's not life and death. It's not gonna kill her. That's why they. But you listen on what I'm.
I got my Sunday paper.
No, because what I had called you, and I was asking you about me even before I even said I was coming back there. What I was saying was, like, if you, cause I'm coming, but I wanted to know for as our living arrangements. I asked, cause I know how you operate, but if I'm gonna get over the situation, over, and I asked, was you gonna be staying there with us or you not?
It's really terrible.
Because it does matter, because if I'm closing the door on us, like, we ain't got to stay there. What you doing all that for?
My friend Marie is gone. I said, I want to go to the services, to the funeral and all. You're not going to be able to go, Joe. But Nathaniel said, oh,
that's what I thought.
I think we should stay away from that because...
Okay, so what you want me to wait? You want me to wait to take her to the doctor?
You think people want to walk there?
I'm asking.
I kind of was mad.
You can come in. I'm on the phone with her dad.
She was a good friend of mine. And he continued to eat his breakfast and say, no, that's not really a good idea. Because people are always accusing him of different things. False accusations. Just looking for someone to blame. So we should not be involved in anything that they're still investigating.
No, you didn't answer because you said, listen to how you sound the other day when I asked you.
Convinced me, so.
All right.
Go.
All right. Talk to you later.
The girl's body was found in a field in the small upstate town of Goshen, along with the others. A few miles away in Middletown, 3 other women were found.
I started noticing that several young girls were missing, and a few were found dead.
Share similar details, and the police are cautioning that they may not be...
Here, you tripping, not me.
That there was a serial killer. I said, we need to lock the door. But the girls, they walk home alone, and I'll protect you all. But I wasn't overly concerned. Because Nathan was there to protect us. As long as Nathan's here, we'll be all right.
Remain vigilant and alert at all times.
A few nights he would come in late from playing his leaf ball. And one particular day, he had 2 deep scratches on his forearm.
Baby, that looks bad.
And I said, oh man, what happened to your arm? It's all scratched up. He said, they tried to get the ball away from me and they scratched me in the process. I said, what, if I got rough? He says, yeah, sometimes. And I didn't pay much attention to that. I said, yeah, they do play rough. I'm good. It's nothing. I knew throughout the women that have been missing, but it never occurred to me that the 2 were linked together. Who would think that their partner was a killer? I worked nights and I left Nathaniel to watch the children overnight. But there were occasions when I'm getting ready for work and the girls were still awake and they're upset.
Girls, what are you doing up this late?
Don't go to work, please.
Mommy, we don't want you to go. We want you to stay home. We want you to stay home. And I couldn't understand that at that time. I just figured that they just wanted me to spend more time with them. And I said, well, I gotta go to work. You know, that's what I do. I gotta work at night. You'll be all right. Nathaniel's here to watch you. So everything will be okay.
No, you'll be fine.
They'll be here in the morning to put you on the bus and get you ready. But no, they were not having it. They cried and cried, and I said, oh, okay, I'll call in this thing. But I can't keep doing this because then I'll lose my job, girls. So I asked Nathaniel what's going on with the kids. He just brushed it off, and he says, oh, they'll be all right. I was waiting for the girls to come home one afternoon, and they never came. The bus must be late or something must be wrong with the bus. And it got later and later. It was after 4 o'clock, and so I called the school.
My girls didn't come home from school today.
The principal told me that my daughter went to the teacher and said that she didn't want to go home because she was being abused. Nathaniel was touching her in the nighttime, that she was being physically abused. And he said, your children won't be coming home. We can't tell you where they're going, but they're not coming home. You follow up with CPS and they'll tell you what to do.
Can I please speak to my girl, please?
And so I was just, all I did was cry. My children are being taken away. I never thought in my mind that Nathaniel was actually abusing my children. It never occurred to me.
Hello?
And so I hung up with the school and directed my anger toward Nathaniel.
What did you do? You know what you did.
I'm screaming at him how my children are saying they're abused and they don't want to come home. This is because of you. Then Nathaniel's trying to smooth things over, and he says, well, we'll go to the school and we'll find out further about the children. And I'm crying in hysterics still.
Get in the car, Nathaniel.
So we proceed in the car, and all of a sudden in a rush, 2 cars blocked our car from going any further.
What is going on? What's going on?
And these men in these suits, they rushed out of their cars, and they pulled him out of the driver's seat. They said, we're doing an investigation about the missing women. And I'm crying, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Whether you need dinner for 2 or a room with a view, get all your PetSmart essentials carried right to your door with same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Try it for free at PetSmart.com. This is time that matters. A window of time to help protect the ones you love. Your preteen benefits from staying up to date with their well visits. This is your window of protection. Schedule their well visits now.
I don't know, it sounded urgent.
Okay, you still flying? I'll be there.
Multitasking isn't an exact science. Supporting your immune system is. With Culturel's probiotics, scientifically proven to help keep immune systems strong.
If your milk is made to amaze, let Philips Sonicare give its care a raise. Get healthier gums in 2 weeks, guaranteed. Next level clean, next level care. There's always a way to make life better. Philips Sonicare. Subscribe now.
At Made-In, we build professional quality kitchen tools that change the way you cook. From award-winning knives to help you prep, to professional-grade cookware to get that perfect sear, to the most durable plates on the market. There's a reason why hundreds of thousands of home cooks and professional chefs, including Grant Atkins, are upgrading their kitchens to Made-In.
Those are the pans that we use at Lake. We're going to have the best pans in the world, and one of the best restaurants in the world.
Upgrade to cookware you'll love forever. MadeInCookware.com.
Oh,
What you been
Both of
eating?
them ready to eat in 3 minutes.
Wow, that's good.
We don't have to cook anymore.
You don't have to cook anymore?
We don't have to cook anymore.
You don't have to cook anymore with Freshly. Now you can get nutritious, delicious meals delivered right to your door. Go to Freshly.com today. Set your DVR for tricky treats and scary eats. Season premiere Halloween Wars tonight at 9 on Food Network. Set your DVR.
The product became a phenomenon.
And then you added Carol.
I'm on a mission to get the truth. Tell me why.
100%.
Something in that lake. This could show murder.
We find the body, and then we walk Joe out.
Joe Exotic retires. Why is he covered up? Two-night event begins Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID Go.
What is it? What is it?
As soon as we get to the end of the road, they pull out and block our car in. Two detectives got out of the car and they went to the driver's side.
What is happening? What's happening again?
And they take him and put handcuffs on him.
Nathaniel!
The other detective opened my door and grabbed my arm and told me I had to go with him.
Nathaniel!
And they take us to the state trooper barracks. The detective comes in the room, it's almost morning, telling me that he confessed to killing these several women that have been missing. And that he was a serial killer.
The bodies of 6 women have been recovered in the Middletown, New York area, and this man is believed to be responsible for the slayings.
According to police, when Nathaniel White was taken into custody for a murder north of New York, he confessed to 5 others.
Local police are speaking with the FBI to see whether White can be tied to other murders.
It's not possible.
I'm afraid so.
I know Nathaniel, he would never do this.
It's detailed.
I was in denial, I was in shock. It was hard for me to grasp that. I just really didn't believe what they were telling me. All I could do was cry, and I was a nervous wreck, and I said, oh, this can't be happening. I was coming from the police station, and they were taking me home. There was this back road. There was a shortcut. And we were riding down that road, and next thing I know, I look to the side, and there he is. In an orange jumpsuit. He was taking him up in the woods so he could show where he dumped all these bodies. I started back. I was on the first time he got arrested.
Good morning, officers.
And then the first girl that got away and said he was trying to kidnap her, and all the lies he told me. And, well, Lorette. But I didn't want to look. Didn't want to look at all. I just couldn't believe it. That I could have been so blind and I didn't realize. And I kept trying to help this man. I always defended him. I always for him. I was just devastated. And then they took me back to my house, gave me a search warrant, and searched and took whatever they needed to take for their investigation. I didn't want to go back to that big house where we had been staying, so I decided to go and stay at my parents' house where my older brother also stays.
Now, of course, there are multiple reasons why the evidence...
And then there it was on the news.
32-year-old Nathaniel White of Middletown, New York, is the serial killer who has confessed to murdering 6 young women.
I was like in a state of shock. I couldn't really believe that he had killed all those women while he was with me.
Authorities believe White would have continued killing if the Poughkeepsie police had not received the anonymous tip that led to his capture.
I wondered why did that big guy kill and I did? Because I was the one closest. And they showed him confessing in the whole bit.
I just would drive around. I would see a girl. I would talk to her. And once I got in my car, we would go someplace. And I just, no reason for it, or I don't know where it comes from.
Nathaniel confessed to killing 6 women, including my front door. My parents asked me, didn't I know? And I said, no, I did not realize that I was the killer.
All I know is that while I'm doing it, I enjoy it. It's like it stimulates me or something. And then it seems like a dream. And after it's over, that's when the remorse, that's when I feel sorry, for what I've done, and I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I get that.
The phone rang, and my older brother answered it, and it happened to be the detective to tell him that his missing daughter was one of the victims that Nathaniel had killed.
Christy was one of the victims.
Set your DVR for China treats. Season premiere Halloween Wars tonight at 9 on Network DVR.
I've never really been studying these things, but with me,
She has no regard for the law.
I didn't know what was the thing.
Tonight at 9.
We are sailing for a Walkman and other sailing ship in this.
That would be better.
Fantastic song for it.
After being a part of millions of love stories, at K, believe that nothing should get in the way of love. Shop your way in-store or online. K Jeweler. Love is unstoppable.
Yeah.
We invited food reviewers to learn to make the Whopper is 100% beef, plain, grilled, fresh slices of tomato, get the fresh slices of onion. That's how we do the flagship all beef magic. All things this was this Whopper is just a second mouse.
The Whopper, now in the 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
Hey, in the 1800s ketchup was medicine. Did you know Cricket has nationwide 5G?
Oh, that's surprising, but true. And now I also know that in the 19th century, you would have been a picture of health.
Surprising, but true. Cricket has nationwide 5G.
These are real, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes or parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
These planners Bob and Phil single-handedly changed the way you snap. Whether you're hitting the road or you can keep on moving snap. The planners Bob and Phil. This isn't just a bandage. It's a backbone. King of respect. Because it means you fight for the safety of those who love. When you come into Walgreens, you get a flu shot that's right for you and you become a flu kid. Do your part and defend your crew against the flu. Walgreens. Pills all biology to anticipate their ever-changing effects with differences you can see, feel, and trust. So you're always a step ahead.
Delicious. I need this recipe.
Everyone thinks I made them, but it's actually Decon. Not bad. Judy?
Decon. Nice weather. Yeah.
You've got Amy home. Jen trusted me because I didn't have to. The truth is, I didn't know that.
Whatever it takes.
You may already know that Durx can help you save up to 80% on your prescriptions. Unfortunately, many Americans can't get to a doctor right now. The good news is that for many health issues, you can see a doctor online. It's easy. Just go to Durx.com, and with a few clicks, you'll be treated by a licensed medical professional, all from the comfort of your own home. Visits are confidential and affordable. Need a prescription? Your doctor can send it to your pharmacy or have it mailed to you. Get the health care you deserve at Durx.com.
Joe Exotic became
I'm on a mission to get the truth.
100% forgery.
There's something in that race. This would show murder. We find the body, then we walk Joe out.
Joe Exotic Tigers Rising Colorado 2-night event. Sunday, September 27th at 9. Only on ID and ID Go. This Halloween. See Joe D. Whitler. Twisted cars, guns, and cocktail rooms for our monstrous competition.
We're going big.
Cars Radios, Rockets, tonight at 10 on Tuesday. We had a good team of detectives, but they were having trouble finding a suspect based on what the body's telling us.
Homicide. All new. Tuesday at 9. Only on ID and ID Go.
Hello?
The investigators called my older brother to tell him that Nathaniel and Monday is together. He didn't look at me. He just looked. Just strong.
He said that Christina was a victim.
He told my parents that Christine was dead and that he had to go Christine's mother so that he could tell her. They're all in a state of shock as well as I am. I couldn't think. I couldn't. All I did was rock and cry. I was devastated. That was all my fault. Then I said, I'm sorry. I'm miserable here, Mr. Warlock. And I really didn't look at me and say anything. He just continued on what he had to do.
The youngest of Nathaniel White's 6 victims was laid to rest today at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. The mother and father of 14-year-old Christine Clevy followed the coffin as their daughter was buried behind the church where she made her first communion.
I wanted to be at the funeral so that I could say goodbye to Christine. So I could say goodbye to my niece. My brother doesn't say anything to me. Didn't verbally speak to me, didn't look at me, nothing. And to this day he doesn't speak about it. He barely speaks to me, I barely see him. So when I got to the church, as soon as I was around the casket, that's when people came up to me and they were accusing me. How could I have let this happen? They couldn't understand how I could not know that this man was out there murdering people and that I still was with him. And I did not know.
Jill Garrison, Christine's aunt and the longtime girlfriend of Nathaniel White, was clearly distraught over having brought the killer into the family.
I brought that man on and caused all of this. And they had been brought him around town into our town around people that I knew. And I trusted it. I didn't realize that this evil force was right there in my house. Which I knew until that point was a lie. I can't. Don't leave. Just stay at home. So it's kind of a waste of time to even go. I got my children back. but the relationship wasn't the same. I told my daughters I was sorry that I wasn't there and I couldn't see and I couldn't protect them. But no policy in the world's gonna always decide to say I was used and I was supposed to be a protector and I didn't protect them. And I don't know to that. It's taken years for us to regain the trust and the love and the bond that we had when we worked together in the beginning. But the bond is not the same. It's not as strong as it used to be. They're always fearful too now, just like me. They have that fear that you'll come back. After all these years, I still fear if he ever got out, I would be the next target. I've never relaxed. I'm always on the heightened alert now. I'm always making sure that I'm on my guard. I believe in evil now. I never used to. I wouldn't ever believe that it would be around me, but it was around me and I invited it in. And this is the consequence. You have to learn from it and move on. You just work toward getting better. And that's what I'm trying to do, work on being better and trying to get rid of the fear. I don't know if that'll ever leave me, but I'm not going to let evil win.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever be having a conversation like this. When it first happened, I couldn't talk about it at all. It was just too raw, too painful. It took me many, many years to finally get to the point where I could talk about this. It was time to finally stop trying to hide from it and bury it. It was time to just get it out in the open and deal with it. I stopped calling my mother Mom many, many years ago. Now, Stephanie. Tomorrow will be 7 years to the day since I saw her last. And I'm perfectly okay. Let her ride. She dies in grief. All the better. I never knew what it was, and everybody keeps trying to tell me that this is normal or that is normal. I don't know what normal is. All I know is how I grew up. Didn't see much of Dad growing up because he was always working. Mostly what he did, and he loved doing, was he worked on naval ships. He spent many, many years doing what he had to do to provide for us. So it's just me at the house with Stephanie and the girls, Guinevere and Ruby Brooks. Stephanie's priority was always Stephanie first. Public face was this perfect wife, perfect mother. And then the private face was she was a master manipulator. She just went behind the scenes and out behind the relationship with Stephanie was always, as far back as I can remember, was always more at arm's length. And when I got old enough, Stephanie had started sending me on errands to the little Jiffy store, grabbing a gallon of milk or a carton of eggs.
Honey, don't forget the milk. Okay, Mom.
One day, I borrowed one of my sister's scooters, and I'm not used to the scooter, okay? Come down the hill, and we gotta make a turn to get to the store. Well, I turned the handle a little too tight, and it just came out from under me. Okay, bleeding all over the place. Run back to the house. And Stephanie sees the blood, and she's like, what happened?
Did you get the milk? What happened?
He fell off the scooter.
Didn't care a damn bit. Blood running down my leg. Oh, okay. What was it?
It hurt.
Well, you know where the Band-Aids are. Go clean yourself up.
Stephanie really, I don't know if it was more disinterest or just meh. She certainly cared less for me as she did for the girls. There never was any real close relationship between us that I can remember. The traveling growing up started about 9. We really didn't stay in one place too long.
Come on, kids. I want to get everything packed up before your father gets home.
Dad, so during the day, we'd be packing, just taking boxes, packing stuff up.
Josh, when you're done in here, I want you packing up the kitchen.
We were never really given a reason. We weren't told why. We were just told, hey, start packing.
I don't understand why we're moving.
Because we are.
I didn't know it at the time, but Stephanie was the reason we moved. Usually what it was she would blow through the money and she wouldn't pay the bills. So by the time the debt collector started calling, or the light company was getting ready to shut off the lights, or the landlord came knocking, we're moving again. Stephanie's uncontrollable spending was a constant issue at the house between her and Dad. But Dad would go along with it to try to keep the peace in the house. We went from New Orleans to Pennsylvania, and then we moved to Virginia Beach. About 4 to 6 months we'd be in one spot, and then Stephanie would blow through the money, wouldn't pay the bills. Time to go. None of the arguments were ever in front of us. They were always behind closed doors after we'd been sent to bed. He tried.